This is the video that I've been asked for a lot. Cocktail and drinks inspiration with cherry syrup or cherry puree. I've got 3 absolute crackers coming up for you. The cherry that I'm going to use is Monin's. It's actually their Morello cherry. They do actually do a normal cherry syrup as well, but it's their Morello cherry syrup. You could obviously use products to substitute. Don't tune off if you've not got this. Substitutes, you could use cherry herring, actually. A bit of alcohol, you just need to adjust the kind of sweetness there. You could use cherry puree. You could even use the juice from like Luxardo maraschino cherries. That's sort of the same sort of thing going on there. So lots of inspiration coming up for you. Let's dive straight into it. Cocktail one, you can see the ingredients I've got lined up here. I'm going to use the cherry syrup. I'm going to use a whiskey, a bourbon of choice, whatever you fancy. I've got Jack Daniel's whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, and amaretto. Obviously, Disaronno would be the big brand for most of you guys, but I'm just trialing out this Toshi amaretto liqueur, proper Italian amaretto. Lemon juice, Angostura bitters, and then the magic, the velvet foamers there from ODK, the Stillabunk foamers to replace your egg white. So, in a cocktail shaker, really easy. Ingredient number 1. And all the recipes will be below in the comments below, so go and check them out. But ingredient number 1, we're going 30 ml of your favourite kind of American whiskey, bourbon, whatever you fancy. I don't think rye works too well in this. For me, I kind of just like a normal sort of mellow whiskey, but be my guest, try whatever. And then we're going for our amaretto. It's actually really lovely, this is. But as I say, Disaronno will work very well. And I'm going 30 ml of your favourite amaretto. There. Next ingredient we're going is some, let's go for our cherry syrup now. So just 15 ml of this. I've just had a little sip. It's not quite as, it's a lot sweeter than like the blueberry and the raspberry that I've used. So I'm just going 15 ml, half an ounce of this luscious, really thick and luscious cherry syrup. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. So I've got 15 ml, half an ounce of that. I'm going for some lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice, or this stuff is awesome. It's always like just 100% lemon juice. It's brilliant. So 30 ml, 1 ounce of lemon juice. There we go. Saves your juice and lemons. And then I'm going for some aromatic bitters. I'm using Angostura bitters there, so just your aromatic bitters of choice. I'm going 3 dashes for this. Really commit to the dash. 1, 2, 3. So you don't stain your worktops, all right? 3 dashes of that. Now, for a sour, you kind of do need your egg whites, but obviously I don't. If you follow me on my other channel as well, I haven't used egg whites for years. I do firmly believe in products like these. These are just miraculous foamers. Magic Velvet, Stillabunk foamers. The equivalent is about 200 egg whites in there. You just literally need, look, I'll do this on the slow-mo so you can see it. There's 1 already gone, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops. That's all you need of them. Absolutely lovely. Right, so we're going to do what we would normally do for a sour. We're going to dry shake, and you'll see what those foamers do now. So we take it from that to literally within 3 or 4 seconds to that. Look at that. That is all properly frothed up there. So that will do exactly the same thing as kind of emulsifying the egg whites that you would do. So we're just going to now chill it down. So ice up your cocktail, your shaker. Completely fill it with ice, and then we're going to shake down for about 10 to 12 seconds. Right. Just to pop that to one side. These fly out when I used to do event bars and that. Absolutely, Bakewell Sour, people love it. So you could serve up in a rocks glass over ice. I'm going in this lovely kind of vintage coupe glass. I'm just going to double strain because I don't want any tiny shards of ice. Kind of the done thing. You don't want any little ice shards in your martini glass, coupe glass. There we go. And there's always that running debate, is a Bakewell, is it cherry or raspberry? You know, raspberries go in, but then cherries go on top. But I love using cherry in a Bakewell sour, I do. But to contradict that, the garnish, I've got little raspberry kebab. There we go. Little raspberry kebab. You get those skewers from Drinkstuff as well. So I'll try that at the end. I'm going to dive straight in to cocktail number 2. And I'm really thinking on my feet here because I've kind of written down, I'm going to show you how to do a spiced cherry rum old fashioned. So instead of whiskey, I'm using rum. And I was going to do spiced rum. Spiced rum and cherries work really, really well because you obviously get cherry spiced rum. But then I thought, so spiced rum wise, you can use anything like Dead Man's Fingers. That's pretty much one of the go-tos. And if you watch my other channel, you'll know that I use DMF quite a lot, purely because they're originally Cornish. And that's what I'm Cornish. But any like Rum Bullion, Chairman's Reserve. But I wanted to go pure inspiration for you, and I've got Belgrove's, which is a UK kind of spiced rum with chocolate and hazelnut. It's a hazelnut spiced rum with chocolate. Oh my God, I've not tried this yet. I'm looking forward to doing this. So, really, really simple one. This mixing glass, and this is a stirred cocktail. So, ingredient number 1. We are back to the double bubbles. US 60ml. I love working for these old fashions. I love working US. So I'm going 60ml, which is 2 ounces. All right. So just 60ml of that lovely, lovely rum, which I'll just leave there so you can have a look at that. Really easy to get. Then for our sweetener, instead of sugar, like normal sugar or demerara sugar, I'm going for this cherry, and I'm actually going to go 10ml for this. I don't think, because it's so sweet, I don't think you need like 15ml, and I think even that might be too sweet for some of you. So try with 5ml, and then you could go 10ml afterwards if you want. But I think this is going to be perfect. And then obviously we're back to our bitters again, because you kind of need bitters in an old fashioned. So 3 dashes. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Right, now, just with old fashions, what we do, we just add a tiny bit of ice to that. And my general rule of thumb, when I'm doing this, I say this all the time, so this is a stirred cocktail, I love to double the amount of liquid in the glass. So I'll take, you can see where it is now, probably take me about 60 seconds to stir down and add a few more cubes of ice, but that's just my personal rule of thumb. I like to kind of double the liquid, and that's perfect for my palate, just that double dilution. All right, so just give it a very quick stir. Right, and I know what the question's going to be. I'm going to preempt it. Why is your spoon upside down, Parliament? Why is your spoon? Just for me personally, I just think these spoons, the teardrop sort of spoons, are just beautifully weighted to stir with that end. I used to, early parts of my career, I always used to stir like that. But now, I generally love, I generally love stirring like that. And what you got, I wish you would be scratch and sniff, because the chocolate and hazelnut aromas coming off that cherry are absolutely immense. This smells amazing in here. So to serve this up, I've got my kind of just a rocks glass there. Kind of, you could actually stir it up in there, but just for pure inspiration, I've got one of my sort of frozen ice balls there. I'm not worried about clear ice, just do that. So I'm just going to pop that in there, and then I'm just going to single strain this over the top. Cherry chocolate hazelnut rum fashioned. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And then garnish without destroying the bar. I've got, these are my new cherries from Toshi. It's the same brand as that as the amaretto I used in the first cocktail. I'm just going to use one of these kind of maraschino cherries. Well, they're not maraschino cherries. I've got to stop saying that now. They're amarena cherries. Amarena, right. Oh, they're so good. The cherry juice. Oh. So good. So there we go. Could try that again at the end. So let's move into cocktail number 3. So this cocktail, I've done whiskey, I've done rum, and a bit of amaretto. I'm going for gin in this one now. And again, this is a cocktail I know from years ago. I've got completely different ingredients to what I'm going to make it at. It's I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So it's kind of a cooler. So I want your names in the comments below for this. Ingredients, just a decent London dry gin. I'm kind of going local to us at Drinkstuff. So, decent London dry gin. I've got a very local to us ginger beer with a hint of chili. So again, I normally use normal ginger beer, so this is going to be lovely. And I've got, just literally over the road, I've got Cambridge juice coming in. This is orange and clementine juice. So this is going to replace the kind of like a citrus that you would be. And I've used this on my other channel, and it's immense. I love it. So really, really simple cocktail. I'm going to shake it up. So I'm going, again, I'm going to work in ounces for this one. So 60ml double bubble of your, just your decent London dry gin. Just want something really kind of juniper forward, even Beefeater, or, you know, something like that would be brilliant. Don't go too expensive. There's no point going too expensive, just a decent London dry gin. So again, having played with this, I've written down 15ml. I'm going to 10ml for this. because I really don't think you want it too much sweeter. So it's like the strawberry and the raspberry and the blueberry that I've already done is nowhere near in the sort of sweetness levels of what this is. This is like proper luscious and sweet, this. So 10ml, 60ml. I'm going for some orange juice now. This lovely, lovely kind of local to us. It's all freshly squeezed. Amazing company, these guys. And I'm actually going 45ml, 1.5 ounces. And you could just freshly squeeze some oh, sorry, that was what I meant to say. Just freshly squeeze some orange juice or clementine juice or a bit of both, whatever you fancy. But we want about 45ml, 1.5 ounces. There we go in there. Now, you may think weird, but I promise you the flavours work or used to work really, really well in this. So we're just going to ice this down now. And then give it a really, really good shake. Shaky, shaky. I need to get some more ice out for the drink. Right, good hard, fast shake. Right, there we go. And obviously there's one final ingredient coming. Obviously we don't shake anything fizzy in here. So I've got this, again, another local brand to us in Cambridge. Just trying to keep it local, but this is just ginger beer. It's got a little bit of chilli in it as well. So I don't know whether the chilli is going to ruin this or not. I don't think it will, having tasted this before. And again, I'm going same as the orange. So 45ml, 1.5 ounces of ginger beer. Oh, lovely. A little bit there for me to try it in a bit. Right, and I'll pour my fizzy in there because it's already mixed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this properly. So I'm just going to single strain this, and I'm going to top up with fresh ice in there. That'll go in there, lovely. Pop that there, and then I've got some fresh ice out. Excuse fingers. There we go. One more for luck. That'll be perfect. And then dehydrated, I've run out of orange actually, but I was going to do dehydrated orange. Dehydrated lemon, straw. And then obviously, might as well, cherry. Actually, I won't bother, but garnish it with a cherry as well. So there you go, there's your three. We need a name for that. Let's find out what they taste like now. So, what do these taste like? First one. Oh, my word, that is heaven in a glass. That is, some of you might even want it bought booze forward. There's 60ml of booze. The amaretto is like 28% ABV, so 56 proof. You know, that's really good. Love that. The rum hazelnut chocolate spiced cherry old fashioned. Oh, that is beautiful. Really kind of after dinner sipper for me. That is lovely. That was, wow. I do like gin and ginger beer as well. I do kind of one of those people that does like that. But that lovely sort of orange juice coming through there and the cherry, that is a stunning, stunning drink. So there we go. Let me know in the comments which one you like. Popping up on the screen will be even more Monin syrups for you to dive into. But I will see you in the very next video.